What's B2 Capital G here? Got a couple of cool duels for you guys to check out. Our first duel is going to be Evil-Eye with some artifacts. I'm talking about like a full-blown artifact engine playing against Orcus FA, which I didn't know was a thing, but apparently it is now. It's also got some pendulum support in here, so I guess it's like Orcus, FA, and pendulums kind of like all thrown together. Now, you would imagine that maybe Evil-Eye would have an advantage here, but I don't know, man. I feel like Evil-Eye is just, the entire deck is so reliant on the Evil-Eye of Selene. If you don't have that, I feel like the entire thing just kind of falls apart. And I also, I've pushed back about the whole artifacts and them being auto win. You guys will see exactly why that isn't. So let's see what's going to happen. Is going to activate the copy of Pot of Duality. It's going to get Trap Trick. It's not a bad opening here. If I was going to play Evil-Eye, I would be playing Manhunt. Granted, it's not out in the TCG. It is going to be out in, I believe, May, because that's when we get Dark Neostorm. It's just a good card that lets you take your opponent's monster and then gives you a monster for you to blow up or something like that. He's going to Trap Trick for the Artifact Sanctum. Obviously looking to get that Scythe online. This was surprising. He's going to go for Artifact Bagaltech, but it's definitely going to work out. He's going to blow up his Morale Tech and his copy of Scythe. This means he summons them both back and he gets to lock his opponent out of the extra deck, and plus he gets to blow up the Dragon's Ravine as well. You would think, all right, Cap, his opponent just set 2 monsters. It's pretty much a wrap. And he actually blew up one of the monsters as well. I don't know if you blow up your copy of Selene here or what you do. I would probably just blow up my own copy of the Evil-Eye of Selene, but then again, that kind of locks you out of the effect. He's going to blow up his Bagaltech. I feel like that's fine. He gains more attack. He's going to go for Card Demise. That was a mistake. Now that I'm looking at it, why would you ever demise before the battle phase? That's just like a rookie mistake. Even true Draco players, like, they all know this because they're one of the decks that play, the Card of Demise in their deck. Anyways, some Artifact Ignition plays. It's fine. He's going to try to make up for it again. He's going to go ahead and use Artifact Scythe, locking his opponent out of the extra deck. Now, at this point, you just should be able to go for Pallades. You bounce the face down monster, then you just attack your opponent, right? Like, come on. Now, how are you going to run all these artifacts, not be playing a copy of Pallades? You could just go for any of these rank 5s. Here's Pallades right here. That's what I would think you would go for, but he's actually going to go a different route. Goes for a Nightmare Phoenix play. I don't know why. This guy, wow. Now that I think about it, maybe it's not his deck. Maybe this guy's just terrible, because he doesn't actually game him there. I mean, go for Pallades, bounce the monster, and just win. Like, what are you doing? He's going to use Artifact Lancia, which against this deck does absolutely nothing, and now his opponent's going to go for Nightmare Phoenix against him. He's going to use the copy of Surziel. He's going to use Surziel, and he's going to blow up his opponent's Nightmare Phoenix, but he doesn't actually stop the effect. Now his opponent still has access to the Pendulum Summon, and he is going to be able to go for Destrudo. I think he's going to summon Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon here, which can summon that Gate 0, and look out, he's back in this duel. He's going to run over the Morale Tech. He's going to summon his Meteor Burst Dragon back. If the Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon dies, he'll just get his copy of, he'll get a copy of Vortex to replace it. And this is the problem with Evil-Eye, man. The effect where you have to constantly blow up your own cards, it feels like it's only a matter of time before it catches up with you. It feels like eventually it's going to hurt you more than it hurts your opponent. Vortex Dragon's going to bounce his Phoenix. Now, I believe that he is going to be able to just simply bait out, because he's trying to pop the Vortex. Vortex is going to negate the effect. He won't be destroyed because of the Evil-Eye of Selene. But now it's at the point where I believe that his Surziel is going to have to blow itself up, and that's when you know you've basically lost the duel, because that card will eventually, it feels like it will eventually kill you. But I don't know, it feels like the deck isn't powerful enough to have something like that. He is going to negate the copy of Artifact Ignition, which I believe means he doesn't have a battle phase this turn, because his effect is going to kick in. It's fine. He has 2 negations on board. I don't know what his opponent can top deck to get out of this situation, except, I don't know, Lava Golem or something like that. He's going to go for the copy of Reasoning. Puts everything in attack mode. His opponent sees the writing on the wall, and he ends up scooping it up. So yeah, man, many turns with Artifact Scythe online. I think that he did kind of like throw that, though. I mean, that was just that was pitiful, but I still don't believe artifacts are something that should be splashed into like every deck. You guys just saw many artifact turns with Scythe, and it just didn't really matter. Anyways, this second duel, and this is something I rarely upload on my channel, a duel featuring Needle Fiber, but I'd never actually seen this play before. You guys know I hardly ever have Needle Fiber on my channel, because it's just like we're just never going to get that card in the TCG. Sky Striker starting off playing the Toon engine, which I think is a little unnecessary, but he does end up with a pretty good turn. I believe he's going to go for Kagari and Shizuku, and he's going to end with like Eagle Booster plus, I think he's also going to have Widow Anchor set as well. So it's a pretty good turn, especially because you're getting that +1. You feel pretty good against basically the entire meta. If you have Eagle Booster set, Twin Twister, and you have Widow Anchors, like what can your opponent throw at you outside of just evenly match? Even if he did get evenly match, he does still have like Ray in his, like he has Ray and he has Afterburner. So you can basically get his, like he can go right back into his engine during his next turn anyways. But his opponent does have Hey Trunade, and that shuts down everything. Predictably, he's going to say, look, you're not going to kill my monster. I'm going to go for Eagle Booster. I'm going to keep it protected, but he's going for a different play. Generally, the only deck that would be able to just easily out this would be something that runs Kaijus, or Cyber Dragons will just contact fuse with your shit and you won't be able to do anything about it. But he's going to Foolish Burial for the copy of, man, what's this card's name? Quillbolt Hedgehog. Yeah, Quillbolt Hedgehog. Now he's going to go for 3 copies off of Infernal Reckless Summon of Galaxy Wizard. And this is really important, right? Because he's going to give up all 3 of them for this card right here called Galaxy Wave. Every time your opponent, or every time you Exceed Summon, you burn your opponent for 500 damage. That's actually going to lead to an FTK. You guys will see momentarily why. He just needs to get Plague Spreader Zombie. He's going to do that from Needle Fiber, and when Plague Spreader Zombie hits the field, he can summon all those Quillbolts from his graveyard. And generally, you know, the Quillbolts will constantly banish themselves, but if you do Exceed Summon, then you don't have to worry about that. And he's going to Exceed Summon a bunch of times. Every time he Exceed Summons, his opponent is going to get burned for 1500. He's going to constantly go for a lot of the Ghost Tricks. The Ghost Tricks are good because Ghost Tricks can rank themselves. You can start with Succubus, and then you can go for Agent of Mischief, and you can just kind of like inherently rank up in the archetype. So basically that's 3000 damage just by going for kind of like 1 Exceed. You guys will see it with this play. He summons his second copy of Succubus. Probably will go for a Ghost Trick of Mischief here. Yep, there's his Mischief. He blew up his own copy of Crystron Needle Fiber, and he's only going to need just a couple more Exceeds left. He's actually going to go for, this was kind of cool, right? Goes for that big Infinite Track. He's going to summon back his copy of Succubus. Just wants to open up his extra monster zone. Now he's going to go for Herald of the Pure Light, and 1 more Exceed Summon, and this duel is going to be a wrap. Maybe it'll be a rank up, maybe he'll just inherently, yep, it is going to be a rank up. Goes for your topic future number F0, and he actually just ends up burning his opponent to death. I mean, it's pretty lucky that he did open up with that copy of Hey Trunade. If not, he just would have probably lost to the Widow Anchor, because as soon as he summoned, his opponent could have just been like, nope, Widow Anchor, take your monster, you're not getting Red Resonator off, GG no read. But that didn't happen, and he's able to close him out in 1 single turn. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed these short duels. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already. Turn on that notification bell for daily videos.